And we're back. It's the first show of Lucius Live in this new year of 2022. What a great year. Do you feel as though I think there's something to numerology, Professor Luke?
I agree, as my book Forsaken Gods is all about numerology.
All right. And it's 2022. So I mean, this is a jam-packed twos are going to get into like the date, the year date, other than 200 years from now, which is beyond anyone's time. So it's kind of like you got to enjoy it while you got it. You know,
Exactly.
It's kind of like 1999, except kind of not, you know?
There's that pesky one in there that just ruins everything.
I mean, if you were at 200 or 2221, that would be like the 1999 version, right? Like you're 1 year away from all twos. And whoa.
The beauty of that is like 1999 goes to 2000, whereas 221 goes to 2222. So
yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's built different.
Yes. But it's got kind of that same energy to it, where it's like, whoa, it's something amazing that's gonna happen. Happens.
Hey, something amazing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel it in my bones. All right.
You know, like once in a millennium kind of thing, and yet you realize, well, it kind of all just came down to the year we picked, right? I mean,
yes, sir, yeah.
We could just make it up in our heads if we wanted to.
Theoretically. So anyway, Lucius, how was your New Year's?
It was all right. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I kind of I got blitzed enough that night that like come midnight, like I had trouble remembering what was going, like the actual like turn of the year, because we didn't have we weren't watching like a countdown or anything like that. We were keeping an eye on the time, but we weren't like watching like the CNN Times Square countdown or anything like that, where it's just like there's going to be a ball drop, there's going to be something that just sets it off. It was kind of like I had to ask about it. I was like, I don't really remember what was going on at this time. We were playing like games, man, these party games, and I sort of got into it, but also
were these party games like Naked Twister?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that would definitely bolster me up more than what it was. It was just like you know, you put a name on your forehead and you ask everyone else like who you are. Like you ask questions about yourself, and you're trying to like.
So it's like a existential crisis game.
I mean, I guess you could think of it that way, yeah. But I mean, not really. But yeah, that's what I was doing at that time. So when it actually like became like midnight, like it didn't stand out to me. And then I was like, apparently I went on for another 2 hours after that I don't really remember either. So
damn, how smashed were you?
Pretty smashed. I mean, the thing is like I've tapered off my alcohol intake, so I don't have quite the same like tolerance as I would normally. I could sink, dude. I could sink like probably your half bottles, like your 750 milliliters of almost any booze and still function like not that far back. I think it would waste me now. Trash.
Well, I mean, you're a younger man, so
kind of. I've just exposed myself to too much drinking. That's
well, really that's the thing. When I was sort of around that age, I would do that a lot, as you know. I could do that quite easily. It's sort of whatever your body can tolerate. Usually, the younger you are, you can tolerate a little more punishment. But,
there's that. You can also just build yourself up to it, and then you just have like horrible hangovers. Horrible hangovers.
Terrible hangovers.
Yeah, like you might make it through that night. You felt like you did good, but next morning you wake up, or
you feel like death.
What I hate is like you feel fine. You wake up, you feel fine, but then you start stirring, right? Like your blood system starts pumping. Ooh. It starts circulating more, or you just like you drink something and it does all of a sudden it's just like, nope, you gotta puke. You gotta do the
that's why you gotta have something a little fatty in the morning. You know,
burrito, I mean, there's
bacon and eggs. You know,
McDonald's breakfast is like the greatest hang. There should be just little shacks set up, and I'm sure there are. Like I think in major metropolitan areas there are. Like these
Well, there
places are
were.
just.
Now in major metropolitan areas, it's just a plague doctor.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like that's where you could stand to make some money. You know, like
True.
grilled cheese sandwiches, bacon, fried chicken,
Yeah.
and pancakes. Like, dude, like just like
I do
what
like
would
me a
drunk
grilled
people want?
cheese. A grilled cheese is pretty good if it's done
You
right.
know, and who else is open? Like you can kind of charge. They're drunk. They're in the moment. They just want satisfaction. You can charge them a couple extra bucks. You can make it.
Yeah.
And I even thought, like, have you ever had these kind of brilliant ideas, and then you kind of realize they're not brilliant ideas?
Like you're talking about my state of being every day of my life.
Okay. So I thought about the anti Chick-fil-A.
Ooh, who's the anti Chick-fil-A?
You know what the anti
McDonald's?
Chick-fil-A is? It is the chicken sandwich place that's open on Sundays only. That's its whole
Oh,
reason for
what is the
existing.
name of this place?
It should just be anti Chick-fil-A. Like you're like I'm not even like
I feel like it should just be called Pluckers or something.
That could have room to grow. Yeah. Either it's always super late night stuff where you're cashing in on all the drunkards and everyone else like ordering your food. Like you're the only spot open now, and you got fried chicken goodness ready to go.
I had a restaurant idea. It was the stupidest fucking idea I'd ever thought of. But basically, it's a restaurant, or I guess more like a McDonald's kind of scenario, where you got like a front counter, and inside of this place, it's always simulated to be morning. It's like a eternal breakfast place.
I mean, that is the best menu they got. McDonald's has got.
Well, sure. But it's not like McDonald's. So this eternal breakfast place is like, you got like beanbag couches, you got like a TV, and you got like a cereal bar, and you can order like bacon and eggs and other things like that, and it's just nothing but that for 24/7. And I was thinking about the perfect place to put it, and I was like, I reckon the best place to put that would be near some kind of college.
Without a doubt, yeah, they could make it happen. As long as they have paying customers, they're not being ripped off.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, most of those kids can't cook, and they're all still living in infancy in their minds, and you just kind of like all they want to eat is breakfast food and cereal because they're idiots.
Wow, these are the private discourses happening in your company, right? Not like are you a college age idiot who can't feed himself? Come on down.
Well, I mean,
to Fresher Luke's.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it Fresher Luke's.
Cereal.
I call it, what would I call it? Breakfast morning?
Cracker Barrel 2.
Cracker what? What are you talking about? Well, I figured like the lighting inside, like you seal off all the windows.
You never been to Cracker Barrel?
I have, and it's boring as fuck. But
yeah, this is why you're making the Cracker Barrel tool too.
It's not the Cracker Barrel 2. It's not. It's anything but.
Super Cracker Barrel 2.
No. It's Cracker Barrel Max Plus. Is that what you? Yeah.
I mean, you could think of that in the modern context. Yeah, like Pro Max.
Did you hear about how Taco Bell is now offering a taco subscription service?
No.
Yeah, dude, this is happening. I've got so many questions.
I mean, I kind of do too. I'm hoping you have answers. Do you have any? Do you have knowledge?
Let me see if I can pull it up, and we can talk.
Right, do that.
As I try and do that.
But back to the anti-Chick-fil-A thing.
Yes,
it's a stupid idea, but the whole idea is that the primary business is stationed on the Sunday itself.
Yeah,
you're bringing in all them suckers who look for that Chick-fil-A on Sunday, but they can't have it. But you're anti-Chick-fil-A, so you're gonna provide.
I get you.
And in that way, you sweep up all them chicken-loving people.
But it's only for one day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you kind of have to diversify. What are you gonna do those other 6 days of the week to make your ends meet?
Good question. Good question.
Let's see here. Boom. One taco every day of the month for $10. Wow. That's actually
I have
like
so many questions about this, about the logistics and how it works. And
I mean, provided it works, provided you have a standing location, you know, $10 a Taco Bell taco every day. I mean, I'm not sure how long you can survive living off. Like, let's say you're your average American, you know, a little overweight, and you still have a taco a day. How long would it take for you to starve? Like, this could be a great just weight loss plan / meal substitute for people.
Look,
probably
you gotta think of it this way. Like, can you roll over your taco credits to the next day so you can have 2 tacos a day? Or can you
hold on, how much does this cost?
$10.
So what if you just pay $30 per month and you get 3 tacos a day?
Well, it says every day of the month for $10.
Yeah, you get 1 taco every day, but let's say you get 3.
But you're getting obviously you're saving what, $20 roughly? Well, they kind of go through it here. The fast food chain recently announced the Taco Lovers Pass, a subscription service that allows app users to redeem 1 taco a day for 30 days for just $10. For comparison, individual Taco Bell tacos typically cost $1.39 to $2.39.
So it's like getting a 40% off to half off coupon, essentially.
I guess so, but my question is, like, what if you want to have 2 tacos? Can you borrow a taco from tomorrow and bring it forward to that day, and then you can't get
flex
that taco?
Spending. I like how you're thinking here.
Or can you wait? Can you get all 30 tacos on day 1 and then not get any tacos for the rest of the month? You get what I'm saying here?
Probably. I don't know if that would be in your favor necessarily, but yeah, you
see. Like, is there flexibility to this plan at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I want to know.
You want flex play? I get you. Yeah.
Like, what if like you're on some kind of specific eating schedule, and, like, you know, let's say Tuesday, right? Tuesday is your cheat day, right? And you're like, you know what, Tuesday, I want it to be taco day, Taco Tuesday, and I want to have 2-3 tacos, right? You should be able to, like, you know,
don't get too greedy. Yeah.
But you get what I mean. Like, can you, if you skip a few days ahead or a few days before, can you then redeem those extra tacos, or do you lose those tacos if you don't claim them?
I'm sure you lose them if you don't claim them.
Well,
I'm not sure about
that's the dumb as fuck.
The advance. I mean, that's just the way places work, man. You gotta know that's how they like. You forgot to get 3 days of your taco thing. Sorry, we're taking that money. Yeah,
that's so dumb. I hate it.
So yeah, you could be one of those people where it's just like, well, I'm gonna get as much out of my plan up front. Boom, get it.
Have a taco party.
But I don't know it's gonna work that way. They're probably counting on people forgetting it, not cashing in on it, or it's like a pickup service where it's just like it is really not worth it for you because you have to drive to the Taco Bell every day to get it. It's not.
What I want to know is, like, who the fuck is eating Taco Bell?
The world, man.
No, there's not. The Taco Bell only exists in.
You've been thinking about it. You watched this deal come up. You've been thinking about it. You've had it.
No, it's like I'm thinking about everything I just said before. That's what my mind goes to. It's like, how flexible is this plan?
So I mean, what kind of state do we have to find you in to get a Taco Bell? Like, what's your mindset?
Probably starving and destitute.
What's the last time you had Taco Bell? Do you remember the last time you had Taco Bell?
10 years ago.
Really? It's been that long?
Yes.
I mean, I don't really blame you because I don't really find their food that great, but it's super fucking cheap, and you might just be like desperate enough.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I was like homeless,
they're one of the late joints too. You know, like they were like the original late joint, but before every place decided they were going to go 24 hours or do whatever, Taco Bell was leading that charge. Like, that was the one thing I think you could say they had going for them. If you could say they had anything going for them, is that. Like, you could, at midnight, you could roll out and go to a Taco Bell and probably get food.
Like,
that you could not get at any other location because they were closed.
White Castle, I can understand. Like I've had White Castle. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Taco Bell, I can't understand. I can't understand Taco Bell.
So I mean, I have to say, like, I think this is not a horrible deal, provided it's
It's a
just like
great
it gets
deal.
shipped to you or whatever.
But I mean, it's not the best deal if it's not flexible. You know what I mean?
But still, I mean, $10 a month. I mean, that's kind of entry level. Anything, $10 a month.
Sure, that's a Netflix subscription.
Yeah, you can get yourself for $20 a month.
I can't believe how quickly
you can get yourself.
art is how quickly life is imitating art, because they made a joke about this on South Park just recently.
Yeah, you can get yourself a Netflix Taco Bell bundle for $20
This is
a
Taco
month.
Bell Max Plus. That's what this fucking is.
Yeah.
It's a food subscription. What the fuck?
But no, I did not know about this. So good find, man. I had no idea that.
You're welcome. Why did you mute yourself?
Popping open a can. There we go. It's all done.
No, you can. You don't need to mute yourself to pop it.
You know, it's a habit I don't want to necessarily break. You know, like it's a good habit for me to have, where you don't have annoying sounds show up for no reason at all.
Why not?
In theory,
I mean, look, with these two still images with gray circles that emanate around from us every time we talk.
Yeah,
I feel like a little bit of sound of opening a can would add a little bit of realism or interest of some kind.
Like what do you got over there? I got you. I got you.
A mouse. There we go.
We got over there. So yeah, we went over the list of celebrity deaths in our last thing.
Oh god.
we missed one of the major
one. Yeah, Betty White.
Yes. The year just couldn't close out without her.
Dude, 14 days away from her fucking 100th birthday.
She was supposed to have like a huge special. I'm kind of glad it just ended before it got there. Like, I mean, could you imagine how awful that would be? Because I'm sure it would have been like live streamed or whatever.
She would have died
in the middle of that.
Shit.
Oh my god. And frankly, I mean, of all celebrity deaths that could be had, is there a worse one? Like, I'm kind of wondering. I think she tops it out because
I guess she was
a celebrity to her death. Like, and I'd say she picked up her biggest following like in the past 10 years. You know, like just on the fact that she had that Golden Girls like flame behind her.
How old was she when she was doing Golden Girls?
She was 99. She was almost going to hit 100.
No, not when she was doing Golden Girls.
Oh,
no, she wasn't that old.
Doing Golden Girls? I have no idea. Was that 80s or 90s? Let's see.
I feel like that was
Golden Girls.
Yes, that was that time.
I mean, it's a while ago, but it ain't that. 1985, 7 seasons that went on.
How was she?
She was 70, basically,
really?
At that time. Well, do you figure 30-something years ago? 60s, 70s. You know,
all right.
That's where she was.
I guess, yeah. All right. The thing I always found weird about the Golden Girls is like they're all these old grandmas, and they're like, single and going on dates.
That is the natural reaction for a young boy to have when it's just like
Golden Girls on. Like I found it weird because they're old, but they're going on dates. I'm like, what?
Oh my god! Apparently, if you become an old man, it is just all set up for you.
Really?
Yeah. The longer you live in life as a dude, the more just a matter
that is
of
true.
life.
Yeah, that is true.
The guys die off. Ladies still looking for love. Like apparently, there's a big problem of like STDs and stuff in old folks' homes, just because like there's one guy who's got it. It gets around, and next thing you know, they all got it or whatever. Like that was
there's no way I would ever do that. No fucking way. It's like
I'll never count myself.
It's like a bunch of corpses, sucking and fucking. It's like the flesh is like melting off of your bones.
If it's that, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna die, so why not? I don't know. Like.
I mean, I guess have no idea. When you get to that age, you kind of run out of fucks to give, I guess. So, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll rescind my prejudice comment then.
I say leave yourself open to the possibilities, man. You never know. You might find.
See, I can understand if you're like an older guy and like a younger chick is like wanting to bang you, because that's like kind of, you know what I mean? Because chicks start out in easy mode and guys start out in hard mode, and when they both hit 30, like it gets inverted, and the older the guy gets, the easier it gets for him, supposedly. But I don't know. They're trying to upend that right now.
So. I think that's all about like what you got. Like it's about like an assets thing.
Sure.
Kind of thing, yeah. So in a way, you definitely know like a girl is never really doing that well getting older. Like past mid-20s, like it's kind of like a downhill thing.
Having said that, I have slept with some very fucking hot 36-year-olds.
Oh, nice. Good for you. Do you have any pictures?
Yes. I'm not.
Any pictures you want to share? Okay. That was my follow-up question.
Well, she wanted to do the whole. Well, I'm not going to get into it. Never mind.
Oh,
I'm just going to shut up.
You were about to though. You're dangerously close to.
I got very. That I remembered. I had to step back from the precipice. So. Anyway, sorry. Let's change the subject.
Sure. Do you know who this is?
I know of what has happened. Yes, I am aware.
So, yeah, I'm not going to play this whole thing just because one of the things I want to do in this upcoming year.
Yes.
And it's more of just like being the only guy doing it, or the only guy really doing it, is going into Odyssey, like hardcore, just going into Odyssey, because I kind of hate just how barred I am by YouTube and its restrictions and its copyrights, and I'm so small time. Like sure. I really shouldn't even be
compared
considered.
To me, you're small time.
Yes.
And I'm pretty small time.
Yes. So I'm super extra small time. So for me to like even consider this, because I know what I need to do to survive in this day and age. Like I basically can't play this with audio at all.
Yeah. You can play the supercut version though.
There's a supercut version?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but
okay.
I didn't even know. Did they just restart G4 TV? Because I thought this was done.
Yeah, they did. Done. They've resurrected this corpse.
So this is super recent, and she opens with this.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've basically reanimated the corpse just to shoot it in the head again.
No, I don't necessarily think she's necessarily a bad-looking chick. I mean, she's not doing a whole lot
I
for
do.
me.
I mean, like
sexism in gaming.
Wait, press pause.
In joining G4.
Let's kill
the
audio.
Her teeth are just terrible.
They are not. Yeah, they're not great. They're not.
And then she's got the ring in her nose as well, and that's just.
Oh, the septum piercing is almost a dead giveaway. I don't know who these other guys are either. That's the thing where I'm just like, who?
They're probably
her
dominators. They're probably the guys who like put a thing around her neck and like.
But you think it'd be somebody like carrying this through, like on the whole thing. Cecil put this up. That's how.
Oh, she's got a neck tattoo. There we go. There's a trifecta.
Yeah. I mean,
there we go.
It's never a good look. She's got the pixie haircut, but she's not wearing it like she should wear it. You know, like this does not look like somebody's fun with that.
I feel like she's wearing a wig.
I mean, look at this. Look at the pointing. Look at the Bill Clinton like finger pinch. Talk down to you thing right now. She's lecturing you.
Look at the tattoo on her arm there.
Yeah, she's lecturing you, but in a way that you take it right here, like where she's not pointing at you. So she's doing the 4-finger point. Hold on.
Oh, the hands.
Pause. Yeah.
Oh,
got
the
fist pound.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, this is totally not going to turn everybody off in any way.
she from like a neck tattoo up. You know, she's got kind of like an elfy pixie cut look. I mean, she could work it. She could work it.
Look, if she got some fucking dental work and brushed her goddamn teeth, and like maybe got rid of the tattoos and the septum ring, I would agree. Sure, she could maybe probably improve herself. Got a little bit of a makeover.
Here we go.
But right now, like, there's nothing appealing or attractive about her. There's nothing appealing or attractive about them. This tired, old, degrading, just absolutely exhaustive message that they've beaten the horse to death, and then they've gotten a car and they've run it over, and now they get in the car and they're backing it over and going back and forth over the corpse of this horse to the point where it's just red mush.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's sick of this shit, dude. We are done with this shit. Nobody likes it.
So I think what she's got going on, toothologically, is underbite. And they do have fixes for that. If it really bothers you that much, I think she can make it work still. It's not that bad. Like,
well, it's
yes,
like
it's
her teeth
noticeable.
are yellow and like just fucked.
It's noticeable just because they're uneven. Like, you have this one tooth sticking forward in front of these.
I mean,
so
I don't mind.
I think she's got an
teeth,
underbite.
I mean, I've got uneven teeth. I don't mind uneven teeth. It's just when they just look like they're fucking gangrene. It's just not good.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, she just goes on like a tirade. Let's see. Is there any
3 minutes of a tirade?
Yeah. 3.5 minutes of a tirade.
Go back to that long shot.
There's singles.
Go back to the long shot.
They would say went on too long because they
Where's
hit
the long
3
shot?
minutes plus.
The wide shot. Where is it?
Wide shot? Hold on. Let's see. This?
Yeah.
This?
That's the one. Why is she the only white person there?
Well, you got, I guess, the guy on the TV screen over here. Here, hold on. He's kind of
That's
white.
that's the original host of G4 that got fired.
Oh, that's Adam Sessler? That's him?
Yeah,
or whatever?
that's Adam Sessler.
Oh.
Is he clapping?
Yes, he's clapping for her to back up her message.
Sessler.
She's
he got fired. He got fired from G4. Now he's back on?
I guess so. Somebody had to carry the torch, I guess. But yeah, she's like, Olivia Munn wasn't here to be your eye candy. It's not what she signed up for. And it's like, well, I kind of think that's probably why they actually brought her on. If I had to guess, I'm sure it wasn't like stated explicitly, but as far as like their hiring decision, yeah.
I feel like that long shot is kind of like the epitome of everything that's wrong with media right now. It's like she's the only white chick, and like, look at her, she's like so full of herself, like I'm tough. I'm strong.
These dudes like applaud. Look. Yes.
White women are the true terrors to this world.
And he says something along the lines of like, "This might be the best message we put out." Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, wait, why are subscribers leaving? What's going on? I don't understand.
But yeah, this was just something where too, like I've seen a number of like YouTube characters doing like their room tours and everything, and I'm just looking at their set displays. I'm like, man, you guys have to step it up here, man. Like, people have done really impressive shit, and you guys are doing basic like background kind of things. Like, I don't know, it just seems like I know you laughed at my whole like let's go to Odyssey thing, but there's a number of like YouTube stuff. I'm just like, dude, it's all like hit this like the way Disney has done with Star Wars. Like I'm seeing this Boba Fett shit coming out today, which is another thing I could bring up. And I'm just like, what they've done, like the trash they've introduced and they've set as the bar, essentially. Like, what is an episode supposed to be anymore? Like, it's kind of like, I see what you guys want, and I don't really care to see more of it. Like, I'm bored by it. I miss kind of like the shooting from the hip, off the cuff, like
the Western,
weird
samurai space Western.
Yeah, like the guy on YouTube that just made it because like he had a personality. It didn't really matter about like the set design or anything else. It's just like he had something to say, and he said it, and that's all you need to make it. And yet this era, like I don't know, like I could get struck for what I've done, which is skip around a video.
Well, we may as well
never
just
really play
get
it.
Struck as much as we can now. It's like,
and that's the thing where it's like maybe Odyssey is the way I feel like YouTube's sort of done in a lot of ways. Like
Is it?
it's the
I
place
guess
I
so.
go to, but I feel like as far as like it's not the platform it was 2010, 2011, 2012. Like there is years, and I even messaged you not too long ago. I was like, dude, like it's fucking evil what this place is doing, because I would I'd install a new thing, Fire Stick or console or something, to watch YouTube on. There's a YouTube app. It doesn't have me logged in. I'm starting fresh, and I'll start searching, and I'll go on, especially when it comes to music videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll start searching, and then I'll be like, okay, so for the most recent thing I did is like the Darkness. Do you know the Darkness, the band, the Darkness?
Oh, the band. I thought you meant
Permission to Land.
The darkness that dwells inside me.
Yes, there is that too. The band from like the mid 2000s. Permission to Land was their breakout album.
And were they granted permission?
I guess so. I mean, this was all before YouTube and everything. They probably took up afterwards. But I Believe in a Thing Called Love was like kind of their hit single off of that. But like I was like, oh man, I'll listen to Black Shuck, which is the first track off their album. And then I just started typing in like another one. Like I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna listen to the Darkness cuts. I'm like, I'm just gonna put them in. Dude, I could not get more than 2 words, and like Google was already finishing it for me. They already knew the track I was on. I watched one video, I was going to the next, and dude, next one. Like it was just like that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to type out the full title. They just filled it in. I'm like, this is the power they got.
Yeah.
Where like,
they know when you poop.
On a whim, I'm just like, yo, I'm feeling this music. I'm just gonna listen to more of it, and they just pull up more and more of this catalog. They find me the videos I want to see, and it's like, so it can work on this level. But when it comes to like, I'm just searching for something I want to find of somebody, but they deem are unworthy, then all of a sudden it's like all that goes out the window. Like I could be putting in the exact phrasing, 0 results. It's fucking crazy. Like it's obvious, like their whole motto of like don't be evil. It's like they are the evil at this point. They are like
I think they got rid of that. I think they got rid of that motto.
It's not necessarily like book burning, but it's on that level. Like imagine like you didn't have to burn the books, you just had to tell everyone the book never existed. Like that's where they're at.
Why even bother going through the effort of burning the books when you can just delete the book?
In a sense, yeah, that's all they do. They do. So yeah,
no, it's crazy times we're living in right now. I will say. So.
2K22.
Yeah.
Besides your next campaign here, you have any big plans for 2022?
I do. A little bit.
Anything you're willing to talk about?
I was going to leave it to the end of the stream, but I mean, I can give a hint. I can give a hint.
All right, let's
anyone? I'll just say this. Can anyone tell me how to spell NFTs?
I'd like to buy a Vow.
That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you moving into the new thing, because I do think there's something to that. And I talked with you. I mean, I don't know if it was on air or off air.
Might have been off air.
Yeah, like NFTs and what it could mean for digital projects.
Yes,
I feel like there is something to it, like where you could.
Well, I'm interested in the tech, just from the standpoint because we were talking about it off air, I think, or I kind of.
I'm pretty sure it was off air. Yeah.
It was last year when we talked about it.
Yeah, just last year.
Yeah, it was last year. So we can't be expected to remember everything.
Right.
But I'm interested in the tech because obviously I think printed comics they're not going to really be around for much longer, and I think digital comics are going to be the future. And I feel like NFTs are going to kind of be that facilitator for that in a way, and I do remember explaining to you sort of like my theories behind sort of the way to distribute it and using NFTs and blockchain as a means to do that.
Let me this is kind of a basic question here. On your books, when you work on them, do you do the like enlarge size and shrink it down, or do you just work on full size as is out of the gate?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're doing a traditional comic book page, usually you start on an 11x17 art page, but it actually gets reduced down when it gets made to print, right? Like your black and whites are shrunk. They look a little sharper.
I mean, obviously, I do it as high res as my computer can possibly manage. On
now,
a level.
Do you do a larger scale that gets shrunk down, or do you do?
Well, the thing is, with my printing, you don't really have to. It doesn't have much to do with scale. It has more to do with DPI. So usually, like 300 DPI is more than enough. I mean, I used to do it sort of like do that old school when I was using non-digital media, analog media, like pen and ink. I would do it that way, where it was bigger than what it was, just because of the way it was getting printed. These days, because it's mostly all digital now, you just have to make sure it's the same dimensions as what you want it to get printed at, and usually it'll work itself out. I mean, if the resolution is high enough, usually you can get in there really tight and sort of like make things look pretty crisp. I do agree, like when you downsize stuff, it does sort of like tighten everything up. Like that's an old trick that my mentor taught me.
Now, is that something that you do though? Like when, like,
I mean,
for your Forsaken Gods?
I not for book 2. I don't think. I'm trying to, but I don't think I was able to do it for book 2 just because of I'm trying out new ways to sort of like streamline the process a little more to get the book done. To get the book done, it was a way to get the book done faster. And I just repeated to get the book done 3 times. But just it's yeah, because the way I did book 1 was I was essentially drawing the book 3 times. And now I'm just trying to do it now where I draw it 2 times instead of 3 times. So I'm trying to streamline it.
3 times? How do you do 3 times?
So the first time is the thumbs, second time is the tie downs, and the third time is the finished inks.
I got you.
And so for book 2, I'm doing the thumbs and the tie downs, and the tie downs are more or less the finished inks. But having said that, there are some parts that I have redrawn for like finished inks, because I didn't quite do it well. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how people react to it. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, man.
Well, you can always, if you feel like it, forward me just stuff ahead of time. I'll let you know. I'll give you feedback.
Well, weren't you saying I was gonna raise some crazy amount?
I think you will. I think you listen. I think there's always something for somebody who fulfills something. Right now is a notch above anybody that hasn't.
Well, the book is done, more or less. I got
6
pages.
I'm talking about your Forsaken Gods 1. The fact that you've already fulfilled a campaign that people are largely, I think, happy with. That is a notch above. Just like diving into the ether at this point. Like you already have a project that is finished, completed, printed, shipped, everything. Like it's all done. So you have like a proof that you will fulfill moving forward, and you're even more prepped going into it than you were before. So
maybe it's my
I think that's the number one thing people worry about at
my
this
depression.
point. Like is if they backed the project and it didn't get completed. Like, or it got completed super late. Like yours wasn't really super late. Half a year maybe? Tied up in printing, shipping, things you didn't see coming?
I want to say it was just shy of a year.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Well, it was really weird because I read this article a little while back where they were saying like the dates that they had put were saying that it was late, but it was the date after I'd posted an update. I think it was August. Like I think I posted an update August 6th where I said, oh, the book is getting printed, it's ready to go out. And they posted like August 9 saying, oh, the book is late and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, did you guys not read the fucking update?
There's always people that don't read, yeah.
They were being disparaging in some way, saying, like, this book is late. What's going on? I'm like, I give regular updates. I don't know what else you want me to do.
Yeah, there's people that hold you to your first posted thing, and you just have to think, what's the worst interpretation?
It's
like even at a job I held where it's just like, yeah, we estimated your thing would be done today. It's not done. Did anyone call you telling you it was done? No, but my paper says it would be done. It says no, it says it'd be estimated to be done on this date. Like,
I guess
no one, like, dude, I had to deal with this shit at a job. It was the worst. It was the fucking worst, man. Like, to deal with.
Really? That was the worst?
It was, but because like, people put down money. They did pay money down. And you're just like, who the fuck screwed this thing up along the way? Like, because I didn't take the order, I didn't make the order, I wouldn't do anything. But here I am stuck talking to this person about it, who knows only the smallest minute a bit. But it's just like, at the same time, like, okay, well, shit happens. Shit happens. That's why we put these terms on here where it says it's estimated to be done by this date, because shit happens. Whatever that might be. There's all sorts of ways it can go down south. We could just completely fuck up on our part, but at the same time, our suppliers can too. Like, whoever's making it all run, somehow it just fucks up. It's not really your fault. But here you are, the asshole stuck talking to this person, and you just have to, like, help them realize, okay, well, tell me where the golden promise is here, because I don't see it. Like, we never made that to you because we know shit goes sideways. This is our business. We know that. Like,
I don't know. People are dumb, I guess. Here's a question for you, Lucius.
Go on.
You paint and you color. Are you hoping to one day do that as a full-time thing and ditch this shitty job?
I wish it was all I had to do was just do comic book stuff or something along those lines, like art stuff. At the same time, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's several branches in that melee of talent, right? And I'm pretty sure I come up on the lower end. So I feel like there's the professional guys. I mean, like, they approach it like a job, and it's so weird to see, I think, in this industry, just because creativity is part of it. But there are those guys, like, where, like, dude, like, I could ask them, where do you have your Copic markers? Where do you have your tape? Like I could ask them anything in their whole tool of stuff. They could pick it out, like, in a second. Like, they know where it is and pull it out, whatever. Like, they're just like clean cut. They know where everything goes. And then you have the person, I feel like it's probably closer to, like, Kelsey Shannon, if you know who Kelsey Shannon is.
Yes, I do.
I feel like he probably is organized in his head somewhat, but at the same time he's not. But he's just like this huge talent. Like I think you could go to Kelsey with any job, he could do it. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he couldn't make it happen. How soon that happens, how quick that happens, whatever, that's all, like, I guess, in the flux. But I imagine he's not going to leave you hanging for too long. He's been in professional settings and stuff, but he's not the most organized.
I mean, like, I've been in professional settings as well, Lucius.
Yes. How do you think I'm off on this? Do you think I'm, like, crazy about this? Where, there's people, like, you could set a fucking watch to, like, and like, expect them to get their shit done. And there's people who are just gloriously talented, and you're just like, what is it going to take for you to fucking finish this thing? Like, I know you can do it. What is it going to take for you to do it?
Yes.
And yet, they're head and shoulders above anybody else at doing whatever that is, that.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, they can be head and shoulders above in regards to talent, but I mean, if they can't get it done on time, it's like, it's a moot point.
Exactly.
But the whole point of being able to do it is reliability.
Mm-hmm.
Is that sort of the point you were getting at?
I won't deny it, but I feel like there are people that get, like, a certain amount of, like,
look. Let me let me tell you about
Tell
someone
us.
who
Tell
works
us.
in animation. Do you know a man named, or know of a man named LaShawn Thomas?
No. Tell me about him.
So LaShawn, he's a special guy. He's an amazing draftsman, an amazing designer, and everyone is like, the thing is, he can't get a job in any of the studios in America and South Korea because he's impossible to work with. Like his art and his boards are like some of the best out there, and like companies who don't know any better often call him up for consultation, and he takes their money and doesn't give them anything in return. And he walks around like he's top shit, right? Like he owns the place. But the thing is, he's always late. He, I think he did a crowdfund for what was that fucking anime he was doing? I forget it. It was like, it was something stupid. Cannon Busters, and he, I don't think he ever delivered on that, or he ended up getting like a deal with I think it was Netflix or something, right? And he never delivered. He never delivered the product to the backers, I think. But I'm probably, it was a while ago, so I'm probably remembering that wrong. Anyway, I forget the point I was going to make.
Welcome to my world, man.
But he was, he still gets work regularly. He's the most unreliable guy out there. People in the industry always talk shit about him. But, he's walking along this golden path just on notoriety alone because, I don't know, I guess God looks out for fools and babies. I don't know. Whereas, I've met a bunch of other guys who are like super reliable, really nice guys, always get their job done on time, do really good work, and people just ignore them, and they'll even like vilify and ridicule them.
Dude, it is crazy, like realizing that like name recognition is like.
Well, I mean, LaShawn even gave
75%.
LaShawn gave a goddamn TED talk of all goddamn things. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Was it a TEDx talk or TED talk? Which one? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
TEDx is kind of like you put yourself up there, and they'll just you have a good enough story. They'll put you on.
All right,
there.
good point. I better look into that.
TED Talk is kind of like you considered mainstream, like you're in the in crowd, like kind of thing.
I think it might have been TED.
Anybody.
I think it might have been TED Ed.
Okay.
Maybe. Because there's TED Ed as well. Well, there was.
Which sounds like it's not really actually working. From what you're saying here. Hold on a second. This is a little self-serving, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it because I did put a lot of effort into this.
Oh, are you showing me something?
I'll get to it. I mean, sadly, it takes several steps.
Oh,
What
can you prep me for this?
No, absolutely not.
You're just gonna lay this on me?
I'm gonna throw it on you, and you're just gonna take it.
Oh, this one?
Right? Yeah. How do you think I did?
My thing is going to sleep. Hold on, and I'm sure the video guy's about to drug out. I mean, it looks good.
Great, doesn't it?
Looks all right. Yeah.
I pride over this. It's a bunch of amateur techniques, kind of like put on top of one another. Like I actually really like this piece how it turned out.
I mean, I would up the lighting contrast a little and maybe fix that hand, but aside from that, it's fine.
How so? Like make the background darker or whatever?
No, make the figure darker.
The figure darker. Okay.
Because obviously, light's bouncing around.
Ooh, I see it. Yeah. Probably the glove. Would you say glove and part of the arm, or
glove, arm, head? Probably a little bit on the back and the bottom.
And would you do just solid black or like super dark color?
I'd probably. Well, I mean, that's up to you and your decision.
I'm feeling super dark.
I'd probably make it very sort of subtle-ish kind of thing. Is that what's that lettering? What's he saying? Or is that
Oh, he's
your
not saying
signature?
anything. That's just my signature there.
I'd probably move your signature away from there.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be a part of it. That was just kind of like keeping it from like claiming it, I guess. I don't. That's my super stupid step of like, okay, well, if you're gonna take it away from me, you're gonna have to like make this work. I'm sure it would only be like 5 seconds for anybody, but
I put it along on the right side along his arm there, over that
okay.
sort of where that smoke is, so it's harder for people to sort of rub it out. You know what I mean?
But yeah, this is just one of those pieces like I did that I wasn't expecting to like as much as did, but I ended up like, actually, I really like my phone. I don't know, like when you really like
I
your
mean,
art,
that's good if you
you
like
know.
it or not. I guess that means you're not a real
But
artist then?
you're ready to tear it apart. Is there anything else you want to tear apart? Go ahead. I feel like you're holding back. Say
I
what
mean,
you
not
really want.
really. I mean, it's you, Lucius. It's your drawing. So.
All right. Well, thank you.
I mean,
So,
if theoretically I do make this insane amount of money that you claim I will be making, which I won't.
I don't know that you'll make insane
I
amounts. I think you'll make what you want to make, and you'll make more than what you want to make.
Well, how
if
much?
you
All
play
right. Well,
cards right.
apparently you can read my mind. How much do I want to make?
If I were you, I'd say 25K is well within reach. But I don't know. I don't know if that sounds crazy.
I mean, look, hey, if I make 25K, I'd be over the moon.
25K, I think you could do. 50K, I think would be.
Yo, if
really
I could make
stretch.
If I could make 50K, I would be like.
Yeah, leave it open. Leave it open for as long as you can.
way more over the moon. I would be dumbfounded. Okay, I could not.
I
Believe
feel like
that
it's
would
worthy
happen.
of it. I feel like it's worthy.
I appreciate that, but as we've seen previously, it doesn't matter how worthy I am of that kind of gratitude. I seem to always fall short. Maybe it's just my pre-launch jitters and doom and gloom.
Well, listen to your boy over here. Your boy Lucius.
Like what? You got some kind of ace in the hole that I don't know about that you're gonna.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how to do the campaign,
play.
dude. I'll let you know how to do the campaign for sure. You ask me, I'll let you know. All right. Now I've already given you a couple pointers on this, which I think you're just like, yeah.
I've explained this. I've explained this, Lucius. Did we do this off? Wait, I forget.
It was all off stream, so I don't.
All right.
I don't want to.
I can't.
I'm not putting anything.
My mind is warped now. I cannot understand how
Yes.
time works.
But we have basically. Is this one full page?
Yeah, it's a full page. You can click on it. I think. Click on it.
All right. Click on it.
It was tweeted by my super fan Esoteric Skull. Thank you very much, Esoteric. We got Mike Wilson art in the chat. Hello, sir.
Yeah, great artist. But yeah, this is great action scene here. That apparently is just like you felt like it was gonna go one way and it just completely went the other by the end of it.
Well, I mean, this is an important page, Lucius. This is the turning point in the.
It definitely seems like a turning point.
Confrontation between Skull Knight and one Derek the Romantic, who is a new character I am introducing in Book 2 of Forsaken Gods.
Now, are we going to see them explore sexuality in these pages of this book?
What do you mean?
I feel like it's so modern.
Explore. What, could you please elaborate on this?
Yes.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Well, I just feel like it's a common thing now anymore. I just want to know ahead of the storm, ahead of everyone else. I got the insider scoop.
An exclusive.
Are we going to explore
on Lucius Live?
Yes. Are we going to explore the sexuality? You know, the inner dimensions and tensions inside these characters before issue 2 ends.
No. But that is a subject that will be explored, but not in the way that you think.
All right. So it sounds like there will be enticement to come.
There is. The thing is, you don't really understand how much I've developed this fucking thing. Like, this thing has just grown so enormously huge. I don't know how to describe it anymore.
Well, try to come up with the words. Like, is it girthy? Is it long? Is it?
It's epic. It's epic.
Veiny? Is it?
It's epic. That's the best I
It's
can
epic. Okay.
do. It's about a lot of things. It's about a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of subjects. You just gotta. I mean, there's humor. Obviously, there's a bit of humor. Gotta keep things a little light here and there. Hello, sir. Hello. Hail.
Yeah, hail Michaels and Art for coming in, saying hail Lords. Well, thank you. I mean, I don't think I've been officially noticed, but I should be.
Yes, you deserve it.
Sword on my shoulders here.
Yes.
Shortly.
United.
Yeah, by some official of some sort.
Yes. I wonder what else. But yeah, I hope. I mean, this is still sort of like. You talk about sort of like. I think you mentioned the slow drip phenomenon before, and
slow drip of art. Yes.
But also, this is Second Gods is going to start out a little bit as a slow drip of story, sort of like expand the world a little more and a little more with each new issue that comes out. And along with that, the audience learns a little bit more about Samara, and they learn a little bit more about Skull Knight as well, and world they inhabit.
And knowing whether he likes men or women. That's the important thing.
Wait, who? Skull Knight?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, he's a flaming skull.
Dude, this is the most important thing.
He's a flaming skull in an autonomous.
I know you think he knows
piece of magical armor, dude. The only thing he cares about is what the fuck he's gonna kill tomorrow.
I'm here to give you some pro tips. All right, we need to explore sexuality. In
right,
this
but
issue
I didn't ask for these pro tips in any capacity.
I mean, do you want to sell books?
I do.
Come on, guy.
I do want to sell books.
Yeah,
and I will be selling books, just not that way.
Well,
in fact, I think it's been proven that doesn't sell books. It does the exact opposite. It unsells books.
Oh, you'd be happy to know I watched the rest of your Justice League Trapped in Time thing, man.
Cool, and you loved it.
I'm not sure. We talked about it off air, so I don't know how much you want to mention on air.
Let's not mention anything.
Okay. But yeah, Justice League Adventures Trapped in Time. Watch it.
Yeah. You love it.
And don't give up at that halfway point where you think you're done with it, because it only gets better, by the way.
Exactly.
Which is true.
Oh, it is? You're not just being
I think so. No, I think it did. I think it did pick up.
That's because it was my boards that saved it. That's the reason.
Well, yeah, we won't get into that too far.
No, let's not. Let's not. Yeah. So, January 27th. January 27th is when this thing is launching, my man.
Besides this upcoming book, what do you have any other future endeavors we will see come to their completion point, release point?
Yes.
Should we be stoked for 2022 beyond Forsaken Gods 2?
Yes, I said it before. NFTs,
all right.
Yeah.
There you go. How much like USDs should people set aside for these NFTs, would you say?
Hang on, let me check.
Yeah, you should check.
This
is how promo goes, guys.
All right, so, let me just check here. I'd say $200.
$200. Whoa, we're getting some sweet NFTs here.
Oh wait, no, that's Canadian. Sorry.
I should do NFTs. I guess.
Why did it do Canadian?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right,
you tell me.
$170. Sorry.
All right, American, $113. All right, there we go. You get some NFT action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of. It's kind of like just a little dabble in it, just to see how it works. I'll probably be posting or getting my super fan to post about it, so you guys can repost it, if that's okay. I mean, I understand, there's a bit of a stigma around NFTs right now.
But, I mean, they're contentious. I feel like it's in the flux. Like
it is a bit, but it's like
if it was summer of last year, you might have gotten it. Everybody would have been on the hype train. I think a lot of people right now are like, NFTs, whoa, slow your roll. Like you have to explain yourself. Like you really do have to explain yourself at this point, because people think it's like some sort of scam or whatever, and you have to assure them it's not. No.
Exactly. I mean,
I am an artist, and I'm doing this as art for you.
Like this is the thing. I can't really say. As I said, I can't really say much.
All right.
I'm waiting, but there's going to be a key difference about this one as opposed to all the others out there, which I think will be a big selling point.
All right.
The thing is, I'm waiting to hear back from the what would you call it, the distribution or minting platform about sort of the logistics and stuff like that, and where to feature it. And once that all comes into play, which should be very soon, probably by the end of this month at the latest, I'll probably post something on Twitter, let people know, and hopefully because right now NFTs, it's all about you buy the thing, you got the thing, the end. And I was like, that's not enough. You gotta give make people feel like they're getting a little something out of it as well. So I hope this extra feature will be something that they will I guess really find favorable, something that they will find beneficial, and it's not just me taking. They won't feel like they're being scammed. Is what my hope is. So
that's
because I know that's a bit of a sticking point or at least a bit of a.
I mean, I talked to you about it, and I have no idea what the costs go into minting anything, like getting actually done as a NFT. But I feel like digital comics and stuff could this could be a whole new venture.
That's why I'm kind of doing it, just to sort of like see how it works.
Like this could be official first printing shit and all sorts of extras and stuff that are tied to an NFT.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean that's sort of like I mean that's not what this is going to be. Like this is just straight up like just run the whole NFT, but this is sort of like the learning phase. It's I'll
tell you what would be really bomb, as somebody who has always gone in on art of books and or all sorts of stuff that like circles properties I fucking love, is that if I can print out an image that you make on your comic book any size I want, like I can just reproduce that page however I want, whatever size I want,
like a big portrait size kind of thing.
Fucking 24 by 36 poster, right? That's a regular size, or even 27
like
by 40 movie poster size. If I can print this page out and you can give me the raw file where I could do that, dude, I'd be in love. Like there's some shit
that would.
I wish I had that.
That would potentially be one of the features of that particular NFT.
And the price somebody could pay for that and then make money off of it afterwards. Like where like
all right,
you don't stop.
We're getting into spoiler town right now. Let's just pump the brakes.
All right. Sorry,
look,
man.
I got to hit back from them, so I can't really say much. But
sorry, man. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
sure.
I mean, art.
All the things you're saying are really great ideas that I fully agree with.
All right,
I'll say that. Yeah,
there you go, people. So,
and
if
that's
you're on my level.
That's sort of I guess that's sort of the end goal of kind of what I want to achieve at the end in regards to comics and digital comics. Not only is it, to like stop piracy or prevent piracy or dissuade from it, but it's also to, I guess, reward or give more flexibility to those who like it and want to celebrate it.
Let's give some people wins. Let's not.
Let's give them some wins.
Yeah.
Let's let's give the customer what they want. I say,
And
you know what I mean?
You have animation chops, man. Like that's the one thing I could see on any comic book that could make it enhanced. You know, like this, I know something they played around with on digital file formats where there's like limited animation stuff to it and everything.
Yeah,
It's like,
the GIF comics. Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think that's a direction it's probably going to be moving into. Yeah.
So if you know what you're doing,
I mean, I'm
work
more
it to
of a
maximal effect.
I'm more of a purist, but I mean, there are people who have experimented with that in GIF form, and I mean, that's legit. It's legit. So.
And it's something I'm kind of interested in seeing where it goes, what could happen with it.
Yeah, it's an exciting new space. I think digital media is constantly evolving, and the landscape is always like changing because obviously you got that steep ramp of innovation we're coming up to, where everything gets innovated quicker and quicker, and it's exciting, and it also means more freedom for independent artists, I think, and and it also means all the gatekeeping SJW Karens who want to imprison us like crabs in a bucket are fuck out of luck. That's why they hate crypto so much, dude. That's why they were freaking out about Kickstarter doing crypto. It's like, yeah, you can't do shit now, you motherfuckers.
I mean, I think that's probably the greatest thing about the crypto territory is that we get a little more control ourselves. Yeah. Like it's kind of like you make the deal you want to make. Like it's contractual in a way. Like you buy into what you want to buy in, and whether it deals you out the things you want or not, that's a whole other thing. But it's a very one-to-one basis. You don't need a lot of middlemen in between.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that they're gonna fucking complicate this shit and
they'll try to, because they don't want to be made obsolete, because they like being the middlemen. But, but the one thing I've learned is progress always finds a way.
Yeah.
So it's a tide you cannot stop from coming in. So sorry, I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
No worries, man. I feel like we're on the same wavelength there. Although, like, I was just like asking the possibilities, and you're like, I want to answer, but until my project launches, this January 27th.
Well, Forsaken Gods is launching January 27th. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's not related to NFTs in any way.
Okay. So what day are we talking about the NFTs for then?
That's the thing. I gotta wait until I hear back from the platform people. So, but when it does, you guys will be the first.
I'll know. We'll know. All my followers will be the first to know.
Yeah. All
135.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100. I was being too generous.
Yes. They'll be armed and ready to go.
Do you got any cool projects coming up, Lucius? Anything you're trying to make?
I mean, hopefully, yes.
Anything you can mention?
I don't feel like I can. I mean, just it's been like said yes to, but it's like one of those things that hasn't been publicly said yes to. So I don't say too much. I just hint. I hint a lot at what I'm going to do at.
Even as much as I just hinted right now?
I hint a lot. I mean, hold on. Let me show you how much I hint at this shit. All right.
Oh, is it the flaming?
It's gonna take some minutes. This is gonna take some minutes here.
All right. What should we discuss as we wait?
I don't know. Let's talk. What's your lady situation, man?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
My sex
is
life.
Is there
a
lady in your life?
No, there isn't. No.
Do you want a lady in your life?
Oh God, no.
No? Really?
Fuck no.
Even one that's super cool? You wouldn't want.
I mean, find me one that's super cool. I doubt if you threw a rock, you could hit one.
That is the biggest fucking question for sure.
I don't even think they exist anymore.
Here we go. We got
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that,
this sucker
guys.
right
You
there.
could probably zoom that in. Right.
Huh.
That'll fit the aspect ratio of the screen.
Boom.
No, like the little zoom in button on it. If you hover over it. See? Down there on the right. Look at that. Full screen. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
very few people retweeted this. I thought it would have been a banger, but it's not.
It is a banger. But Esoteric Skull is a growing account. Give it some time, my friend.
I hope they do.
It will.
Go give my super fan a follow.
So things that I can say.
Oh,
I'm strongly hinting at. I'm strongly hinting at without really saying I'm on it. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay.
Things that I might be on now, and that's the thing is that when you're doing projects for anyone else, you're tied to their system too.
Yes.
Their come out time is your come out time, all that.
Yeah. You're kind of at the mercy of their schedule, I guess.
Yes. And now that's how much you want to tie yourself to that, There comes like a point where it's just like, how much do you tie yourself to it versus how much do you break yourself away from it? And I've kind of started going along this whole like ask for forgiveness rather than permission thing. Which is like kind of this image and stuff. Like, it's just kind of like it's been long enough. I'm ready to sink my hands in. I'm ready to get dirty, all that. Like what you might do and what you might put out there, especially knowing like the numbers that are out there on some of these projects, what might influence you to get. I feel like, Fresher Luke could be doing better numbers if he was on another project where he was already drawing it and that just got him limelight for being the artist on the project.
Sure, but it's like I'd rather.
But like if you were
I'd rather
on,
be my own boss.
Yes, I think everyone would. Absolutely.
I've spent my life having to answer to other motherfuckers.
Yes. If you were on Graveyard Shift, Volume 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever.
There's no way
you could do it, but it's not your passion to do it. Whereas you have your passion, and I think that's the best spot to find an artist at is the things that they like to do, and find them on that note and really meeting them up on that and propelling that as far forward as you can.
I'm confused. What are you saying right now, Lucius?
I'm saying for artist types, like yourself or myself, if you think they're well suited, if you like what they're doing, even on a small note, throw them some backing. Throw them the least amount of backing you could do on their project. If that's
are you talking about
tier,
are you talking to the audience in general?
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
I thought you were talking to me specifically.
No. I ain't got to talk to you. You got yourself sorted out.
Yes.
Man.
All right.
You know what you like.
You should have been a little bit more specific. I was like, why is he telling me this?
I
already know this.
There's points at which I would love to like ask you about, man. Like what you fell into, why you fell into it.
Sure, go ahead.
How hard you're still connected to it and everything. Like I know Akira was big for you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And just how big that was. Like, I mean, dude, if I was just like, dude, we're gonna do Akira 2 and you're on it and you're gonna be doing storyboards, like, dude, how, like, if it was legit, I mean, like, I'm Japanese studio, I'm telling you this shit, like, how stoked would you be right now?
Well, actually, my first reaction would be, are you sure you want to get me for that? I don't think I could do it.
I would say, listen, if you don't want to take on this job, what job do you want to take on? That would be my second question for you. Like knowing like you're influenced by it and everything else would be like, all right, well, you clearly seem like you might be, out of your element trying to lead it. So what would you like to do? And then it'll just be a matter of like, okay, what are you comfy with? Kind of thing.
Are you rich,
But-
Lucius? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Did you just
I'm
become
not.
Are you a Bitcoin millionaire, Lucius? Is that what's going on here? Is that what you're trying to
No.
broach the subject with me? I got a couple $1 million, Luke. What do you want to do?
No, but I totally I know what it's like to just be like fueled by that. And like if you have somebody who's fueled by that and they would love to be part of that project, like you get way more out of them. Like it doesn't matter, like find what they want to get paid, you know?
Really drunk.
I am.
You are so
However,
fucking drunk. You're drunk as fuck, motherfucker.
Am-
That's
am-
what's going on.
hold on.
That's what's happening right now. Holy shit.
Am I that far outside of bounds here right now? Like if I told you we'd pay you 75K a year.
I would say that's not enough.
Okay. We'll pay you 100K a year.
Yeah, that's how much I was getting paid when I was doing storyboards.
Yeah, but now you're doing something you like to do. We'll pay you 125K a year.
What is this shit? What are you doing here? What is going on?
I mean, I'm waiting for you. Like it's just like kind of like, okay, well that's not good enough. So let me up it up.
Stop
and
tormenting me like this, all right?
Yeah.
Like I'm in the hole that I'm in. I'm fine with it. You know, I've set up a little bed and like a little cabinet, and I'm just chilling in the hole. All right, just chill.
All right, you found your lowest. You found like your base form that you can operate on.
My little hovel.
Yeah.
My little mud cave in the wall.
I'm offering you 125K USD a year. And you do whatever motorcycle stuff you think you can do.
Motorcycle stuff? What?
Yes. How would you
I'm not a
feel about
mechanic.
that?
What is this shit?
Motorcycle fights, motorcycle chases. I just want to know what you like to do, like kind of thing. I know you like Akira. You're into Akira. What would you do? What would you like to do?
What would I like to do?
Yeah.
Fuck a bunch of bitches.
Would you like to do like the straight up like just like this is gang warfare? They're gonna get in each other's shit, or would you do some motorcycle chases through like Neo Tokyo?
Oh,
kind of shit. Like, what would you like to do?
No, dude, you're
as
asking
an
me
animator, man.
As an animator, I just want to make my own shit, bro. That's all I want to make. I'm I'm done. Like, look, when I was young, I was like all enamored with that stuff. But now that I've been through what I've been through and I've been burned, like I don't want to be working for anybody except for myself and making my own shit, dude. Like if someone came out to me and said, we're making Akira 2, here's $125,000 a year, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't accept it, because I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like I've tasted freedom now. I'm not, and I want more of it. I don't want to have to deal with fucking producers and fucking bureaucracy and human resources and all that other fucking bullshit. In a way, the reason that me getting pushed out of the animation industry, I guess it was a blessing in disguise, because like the stuff I'm reading now, I'm like, shit, it's like I got pushed out of a burning building. Like, can you imagine sitting? I can, like, I think about it now. I'm like, if I was still in there, still doing that shit and slugging away at that grindstone, just being ground to dust, and I could just imagine having to sit in there and listen to these motherfuckers just be like going on and on and on about this bullshit about diversity, inclusion, and some guy dressed up as a woman saying, you must refer to me as my pronouns, and just having to sit there and having to comply and just being afraid all the time. Like, that would just be hell on earth for me. I would be so miserable doing that. Like, that is such a, that's like, I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I'm glad I got fucking, blacklisted and kicked out. Like, there's no way, like, any amount of money would be worth having to put up with that fucking shit. And having to, like, have some fucking young kid who ends up being promoted above me just because of their fucking skin color and the sexual orientation. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'd be fucking livid. I'd be fucking flipping tables. Fuck that shit. So they can all eat shit and die. I'm not into that shit, dude. Like, As far as I'm, like, there was this article in the Daily Mail. Maybe I can pull it up.
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah,
that
that article about eat shit and die.
Jesus Christ, you're so drunk. But where?
Oh, it's usually eat, pray, love, but eat shit and die. I love that variation. I really do.
Sure. I mean, that's the one I use all the time. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
here it is.
Me too.
Here it is.
Spreads joy.
It's this article. This article right here. Share screen.
Yes, please share.
Chrome tab.
Yes.
Here we go.
Check all the boxes. Here we go. Boom.
From the Daily Mail. Hollywood will daily whisper it. But
this is a paragraph of a fucking tag.
I know, this is a terrible headline. But Hollywood will barely dare whisper it, but the woke revolution that has driven out white men and ensures that every production is ideologically sound will kill the entertainment industry, writes Peter Kiefer and Peter Savanovic. And I 100% agree with this, and I hope it fucking happens.
Dude, like, for you to reach that conclusion, like, don't you think you stumbled upon something?
No,
I talked
about this 2 years ago, dude, and nobody listened to me. I tried talking to fucking Yellow Flash about this. I tried talking to Ethan about this. I tried talking to fucking your boy Zach about this. The only people who would listen to me were fucking Mark Pellegrini and Tim Lim over on the Bunderdome. I've tried to go on other streams to talk about this because this is where it's all heading. And then eventually I just feel like, well, no one wants to listen to me, so I'll just fucking forget it, whatever. But this is inevitably going to happen, and I hope it does. I hope the whole fucking place crashes and burns. I hope
so do you feel like we can't trust anybody with the name Peter at this point?
We can't what?
This is a story written by Peter Kiefer and Peter Savanovic. Yeah, we can't trust Peters anymore, right?
What do you mean?
Like if somebody's like, "Who are you? Why are you asking me these questions?" I say Peter.
What do you mean we can't
no,
trust
I
them?
don't have anything to say. Anything to say.
What? What is this argument you're making?
Like, there's two authors of this. There's Peter Kiefer,
yes,
and Peter Savanovic. Like,
yes,
so
I can read. I understand this.
So anybody that comes up as a Peter to you, you should just automatically be wary of a Peter.
Why would I? Why?
These are two Peters writing about this.
Right? I don't understand this argument at all.
Oh my gosh, they're driving the narrative, my friend.
No, they're not. They're reporting on what's actually happening.
So we should trust the Peters if they come to us.
You are so drunk. I can't believe we can't even have this conversation, dude.
Yes, we can. Yes,
you are too drunk to have this conversation right now.
We can. We totally can. Come on.
But I mean, like, if you read this, I mean, your boy Zach did a video recently about this particular article, which is how I know about it. But I mean, everything they write about is just like 100% true. It's like everything you see in the comic book industry, it's happening in the entertainment now, and I am here for it. I am so fucking here for it. It's great. So that's what's on my mind.
I mean, it is kind of one of those funny things where it's just like if you truly knew the absolute network you need to make your business work,
yeah,
you might not feel so rushed to say what you want to say. Like, it's like you'd hedge your bets more. You would cut dialogue or whatever.
You know that I don't operate that way, Lucius. So
I'm glad you don't. We don't. I don't.
We don't.
You don't. Yeah, we don't.
I mean,
cut those corners.
We'll
say that shit in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say that shit in front of everyone all the time, but
right,
you know,
absolutely.
But maybe we should wrap it up here. But before we do,
what? You got something you want to show? You got something you want to share?
Just to end it on. Maybe this will get it struck.
Absolutely, let's do it, man.
Will it get struck? It's 30 seconds. It's 29 seconds.
Let's take our chances. Why not?
Okay. All right.
What do I care? Let's do it.
Okay. All right. All right.
This is the test.
This is the test.
Yeah. If it gets struck now, it's all on you.
Okay.
All right. Just rest on your shoulders. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this will be so worth it. I can tell.
I like it. I like it.
And
It's
this is Jeremy, your only form of hellish entertainment.
Dude, if you do that again, I'm gonna punch you. I'm not kidding.
Go away. Go away.
I'm almost there. I think the biggest surprises are behind me. Dude, I warned you. I said I was gonna do that if you did that again.
And this
That's the show.
All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. Closing shot there, just to spark all your interest and intrigue into building your own platforms, moving ahead on your own Steam, everything. That's what that was meant to fortify and share.
Yeah.
Across everything. So January 27th.
Yep, that's the launch date. We're going to be launching on Bancroft's channel.
Nice.
Around 11 p.m. Eastern, I think is when his show starts.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Yeah.
That I talked to him. That's locked in. So that's what we're going to do. And then on Friday, I'm going to be streaming with Dan Fan, talking about the book. And hopefully I'll get to go on to mail and stream at some point. And I'm hoping to knock this one out of the park. The book is practically done. I got 6 pages left to sort of add polish to. All the lettering's done. All the flat colors are done. And everything is looking good.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that's where we're going to leave you this week today, folks. In 2022, this new year, where you can just make all your dreams come true.
Yep.
Obviously.
And I'm having a stream this Sunday. Fresher Sundays. Moving
Fresher
to Sunday.
On Fresher Luke's.
Yep.
Go
Maybe
check
next
it out.
Sunday. We'll find out. We'll figure it out.
Take it easy.
Stay fresh.